Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today, so let's start with during a conversation with News 18, Strowman wants to have another go against Gunther. He spoke about Gunther with praise and said that he's one of about 4 people who've been able to pin him to the mat to the count of 3. He also credited Gunther as the greatest Intercontinental Champion that WWE has ever had. Strowman said, "I would love to have another go at Gunther. He's one of 4 men that have ever been able to put my shoulders to the mat for 3. And I give kudos to him, what he's done with the Intercontinental Championship. He has completely elevated the title, higher than it's ever been elevated before. In my opinion, he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion that WWE has ever had, and he's brought prestige to that title." Strowman also teased during the interview that a whole new monster is coming back. What do you think about Strowman's choice of competition? The next story is about Charlotte Flair remains one of the top female WWE superstars who has always managed to perform at her best when it matters. Unfortunately, she potentially suffered an injury during SmackDown this week. Now it seems WWE talent are genuinely concerned for her well-being after her possible injury. The December 8th episode of WWE SmackDown featured Charlotte Flair squaring off against Asuka in singles action. Damage Control was present ringside and in the end, the Queen was unable to defeat the Empress of Tomorrow. Charlotte Flair might have suffered an injury during the match as she was seen clutching her knee and screaming, "My knee." In fact, she was tended to by medical personnel after the match, as many were worried for her. According to PW Insider, it was reported that some WWE talent were genuinely concerned about her well-being, especially when it came to her knee. Flair was walked out by officials after the bout. She was being evaluated by WWE Medical but have not heard anything additional. There was absolutely some concern among others talents about her knee specifically, but again, nothing concrete at this time. Only time will tell whether the Queen ended up suffering serious injury and will require time off. What's your opinion on this story? And we hope the best for Charlotte Flair. The final story is about Roman Reigns has remained the undisputed Universal Champion for quite a while, and that too without any compelling resistance. He's only defended the title 11 times in 2023, which is due to his highly restrictive schedule. Seth Rollins, who is currently the World Heavyweight Champion, spoke about the same recently. During his appearance on the SI Media podcast, Rollins commented on Reigns' absence. He said that when it comes to deciding a legitimate opponent for Reigns who will contest his stint as the champion, nobody is even remotely interested. Seth said, to be honest with you, as of late, because he's been so absent, I don't even really think it's been a topic of conversation amongst fans, let alone the locker room. I think it's one of those things where it's an opportunity, but it's such a glass ceiling opportunity. It feels like almost, it's one of those things where it may never happen, what's the point in wasting your time over there because the glass ceiling is so obvious and so thick, which is nice on my end with the World Heavyweight Championship. He turned the conversation around and focused instead on his own reign as the World Heavyweight Champion. Rollins said that there is much more of a real conversation that needs to be had about who is going to dethrone him. He seemingly took a dig at Reigns' relative absence and said that he is available and visible to fans as he puts himself out there in contrast to Reigns. Who do you think on the main roster would rise and dethrone Roman Reigns to claim the Universal Championship? Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.